Hello guys, welcome once again. There was a subscriber of mine who recently had asked to create a video on this topic, and therefore I'm doing it. I had completely forgotten about it, and then I recently saw my Notion notes and realized that this topic was mentioned because he had asked for it. So the topic is basically how to keep yourself stable while growing and mastering in life, is what he had literally written in the comments, like mental stability, what he was finding while growing or mastering in life. So I assume that he's learning new skills or growing, and he might be finding it difficult, or he's just finding it very challenging mentally to go on that journey. So I thought I'll make a quick video based on my experience. uh, Number one, to him I would say that whenever in life, like, you start leveling up, you're going from level A to level B and growing, it's always going to be like uncomfortable. What I've realized, it's never ever easy. Like, the first time I did my first ever podcast, it was so uncomfortable because I knew I was I was leveling up. I was going to the next level as a creator, and therefore it was always challenging. So one thing, and that's a clear indication to you that you should understand, is that if you're finding that the mental stability is going away and it's becoming uncomfortable, something you should know is for sure that means that you're growing and you're going to the next level in life, and that's actually good news. So don't worry much about that. Another thing is that uh, whenever like this happens, is this feeling that life is going beyond your control, like the stuff that you're feeling or is happening to is not in your control. What I want you to understand is that, always I've said this, that everything in life is the journey from point A to point Z, and through this you need to go to A, B, C, D, E, and it's never A to Z directly. So all this that is there, these are just phases of your life that you have to experience, unfortunately, in order to get there. Because if it was just like, okay, today I make my mind, I want to make 10k a month, and tomorrow I have it, then literally what's your purpose? What have you learned in the struggle? What have you done, right? Will you ever be able to replicate the same thing again? Never, because you now don't have the skills to do that. So if you're feeling like your life is going beyond your control, it's actually a good sign, and it's now on the basis of how you take it from there, to be honest. uh, One thing is that's going to come handy in maintaining your mental stability uh, while growing and changing a life trajectory, is self-love. This is something I learned the hard way, is that if you start hating on yourself and disrespecting yourself for not being able to do the things that you commit to do, uh, you're going to find it very hard and very difficult and challenging. Like, what you need intact is your belief system that you are the person capable enough to go from point A to point Z. And following this, I would say, is taking it easy sometimes. Like, when you don't feel like working, not working is okay. um, don't make that like a very long period, but let's say one day, when for one particular beginning of the day you're on low energy and you want to take a break and maybe sit and meditate for a bit, or be fine with not doing anything also, is something that you have to learn. And really understand and define what mental stability is for you. Like, is mental stability meaning that you will have to do hard things and you won't procrastinate on them? Well, that's going to happen anyway. Mental stability should look like, okay, this is the task I'm going to have. I'm going to find it challenging. I'm going to find it challenging because I've never done this before, but I'm still going to put myself out there, challenge myself to try and do it. That's what it's going to look like. And if 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 you focus too much on a day-to-day basis on finding and seeking this mental stability to get stuff done, like, okay, only if I'm mentally stable or only if I feel okay in my head am I going to do things, you'll never end up doing anything. And even at the end, if you end up achieving your goals, I feel like you'll be miserable, because you'll feel like, oh, I put so much effort and now all the time that I put in getting there is wasted, gone. But that's not how any of this works, because, as I said earlier, this is a journey from point A to point Z, and it's called life, and your responsibility in life is to take each day at its best and try and give it your 100%. Because if I had to tell you, like, there was this book which I forgot. It's, I think, the okay, I can't get the name, but basically in the book it says that someone is scared to move ahead, take the next step, and someone tells that character that, okay, you're scared, right, to move ahead, can you see your next step? Well, just take that, and then once you go ahead, you'll be able to see the next step. So one step at a time, and ultimately you'll find and you'll walk the entire journey that you have to. And this is honestly something that I've followed and I've started following now, is that if I need to lead my life and go to some stage or go take my life in a particular way, well, I'm going to have to be able to go through that discomfort, and sometimes the mental stability is not going to be there. But I think that what rather you should seek in life is mastery and growing, as you said earlier correctly, that's the plan that you have. I would say focusing on mastery and growth, and not giving too much time and energy to, I can't find the stability that I want, and my life is fucked up, my life is not how I want it to be, kind of thing, right? All of this, like all this in life that you're seeking, will eventually come to you when you become okay with sitting in discomfort. When you become okay sitting in discomfort, when you're heartbroken, when you're suffering loss, when you're not seeing the results, that will be true stability in the sense in life, like when you're okay to go through shit comfortably. I think that's my two pieces of advice that I can give on what I have experienced in life and keep experiencing on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, I think that's about it. If there's anything else that you would want me to make a video on, please put in the comments. Like and share my content if you want to, and follow this channel, as it helps me keep growing and posting a video. Yeah, Godspeed, trust the process.